presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. All that and more coming up next.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, it's been better than 2 decades since Kevin Dyson wound up a yard short of the end zone when they almost beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. But now the Titans are back in the big game for the second time in franchise history.
It's been a long time, hasn't it? And all Titans fans fired up, so excited to have their team back competing one more time for a Super Bowl trophy. They hope certainly this time that 1 yard is to be found.
Meanwhile, for our champions of the NFC, this was a battle of attrition this year. It was a tough road to get here, but now they feel like they are battle-tested and ready to go.
And that certainly cannot be overlooked. They've taken everyone's best shot this season, and they've withstood all of them.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now a 7-0 game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. A quick pass to Cup. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go, and now it's third down. Stafford looks to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Titans ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Will Levis, the 25-year-old at quarterback, in his second season out of Kentucky.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon, but they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Levis throwing for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year, Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Levis sets up to throw here. That's complete. It's Josh Wiley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid game to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. That's good. The completion there for yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Stafford now to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass. And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but... And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Demarcus Robinson. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Levis to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Play action now. Levis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Levis back to throw. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Levis. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half
of this Super Bowl in just a moment. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Levis looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Levis. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll look to throw here. Okonkwo holds it in left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Wiley. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. Now Stafford. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Levis. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Pollard going to try the right side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Pollard again. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw, Stafford. Caught left side, Williams.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
So Levis and the Titans now
down 21-15, a minute 15 remaining. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Levis to throw. Able to hook up here with Ridley.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Levis.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Levis, he'll look to throw it.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Stafford now to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell going to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Tennessee Titans. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.